Hello peoples, it's PotatoPikachu, and this video is a bit prompt and a bit fast, but we just got an update for the new case, which is so amazing. It's called the Fracture Collection, and they just released it just a bit ago, so if you haven't already, go check it out. All these amazing skins are in the case, and for those of you who have invested in the Shadow Web case, I'm kinda sorry to say, but the Shadow Web knives are also included in this collection, the same exact patterns and all the same knives. So the Shadow Web case in general will probably go down because it's kind of obsolete now, given that this case is added into the mix, and in my opinion, there are way better skins in here. So let's just get into the skins available in this case. So the first skin, the Covert AK in this collection, is called the Legion of Anubis. It's a really great skin made by Apple on the CSGO Workshop. I've showed this one in like one of the previous CSGO Workshop reviews, and this in my opinion is one of the best looking AKs by far. This looks really good. It's kind of on par with the AK Empress given how the design works. Like you can see the Anubis, this is Anubis from the Egyptian lore. He's the, I don't know, some sort of god there, but you can see him here and you can see the great attention to detail. This is all Egyptian themed, so you can see all the Egyptian tones on this AK. It's really nice. And the next one, we have the Desert Eagle right here. It's called the Desert Eagle Print Stream, and this, I don't really know what to make of this. Like, does this really deserve to be a covert skin? It looks a little bit too simple for my taste, but I guess it looks okay. Like, I like more white skins. I was always talking about them, raving about them, but this one looks a bit too plain for my taste, but I guess people will want to unbox this. And moving on to the classified skins, we finally have an M4 skin. This one looks pretty cool. Like, not gonna lie, it's not a bad M4 skin at all. It has some sort of, it's supposed to represent like the Tooth Fairy or something. So that looks a bit crazy. Like, that's a Tooth Fairy? Okay. It looks a bit like spooky and scary. Maybe are those like skull themes? I'm not sure if like the Chinese version will depict it some other way, but this one looks pretty decent. It looks a bit more like worn. Like, it looks a little bit like it's like if it was in factory new condition, it'd look a bit more used, given that the paint on this one is a bit like more used. I don't know how to like word that, but it's a decent M4 in my opinion. I feel like they could have implemented a cooler M4, but I guess this will do for now. Next up, the next classified skin we have is a Glock. It's called the Glock Vogue. It looks pretty cool in my opinion. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Like, those eyes, they're just staring into your soul. They're a bit creepy, but oh well. Next up, we have for the restricted skins, we have the XM Entombed. I'm guessing this is more Egyptian themed as well, given that it's a tomb, so it's more Egyptian line with that. Like, we all recognize tombs by Egyptian and pyramids, so I would assume it's like that. It's a pretty decent looking XM, nothing too much to rave about. It's pretty cool. That's about it. Oh wait, sorry about that, but this is a classified XM skin, so I don't think it should be classified, but to each their own. It looks pretty decent, but oh well. Next up, moving on to the restricted skins, we have the Glowconnexion. You can see the Operation Phoenix tones here, Phoenix Collection, I would assume. So that's a pretty cool skin. It's based off a previous operation that we had, so I like that. I like that they do that. It's a pretty cool skin. It's not bad. I really like the red handle here. It looks really cool. I wish they could have added a bit more red to represent the Phoenix tones overall, but it looks pretty cool. Not bad. Next up is the Tech-9 brother. Like, maybe the brother is by the back of the Tech-9, but I don't really see any brotherly themes on here. I guess it's okay. It looks more like a Tech-9 fuel injector, so I think it's very similar to that. So I don't really know what to make of this. It's okay. It's a decent Tech-9, not the best. Next up, we have the MP5 Kit Bash. Now you can see the counter-terrorist themes here. You can see the obvious diffuser kit here. It says Kit Bash, so it relies on the kit. So that's pretty cool. You see all the X marks, all I guess tape, I would assume. It's very similar to the MP5 Agent, like the colors overall, so I don't know why they did that. Like, why are you including these very similar tones on these guns? It's very, very similar. But, oh well, whatever. It's only a restricted, so who really cares? Another restricted skin we have is the Mac10 Allure. It's a pretty cool graphic. I really like this on this Mac10. It looks really nice. I would even put this as a classified. I would replace the XMN tune for this, but it's a cool restricted Mac10 skin with a nice, cool graphic that would fit with like the Rising Sun collection themes. It's really nice, and I would certainly get this for my collection. The last restricted skin we have is the Mac7 Ocean Call. It's a really cool skin with very ocean themes, as the name entails, and I really like the graphic with that fish monster chasing that other fish monster, and I'm pretty sure there's like a tiny fish inside that green fish's belly right here. It's really cool. I really like the blue color and the blue tones used in this Mag 7, but sadly it's also on the Mag 7, so I don't really care too much, but the design is really cool. Moving on to consumer grade skins, I'm just gonna speed through this because who really cares about the consumer grade skins? This is the SSG Rusty. It's okay, it's really cool, I guess, for an SG skin, but who cares? Who really uses the SG anymore? I guess it's a decent gun now, but I just use the AK overall. We have the PP Bison Runic. Who cares? Like, it looks okay, I guess. It doesn't look too bad, but who cares? It's just a PP Bison skin. It looks very industrial-esque, but that's all I'm gonna say about it. Who cares? We have the P90 Freak. Now, this depicts graffiti and all those artworks on these freight trains we see in like America and stuff, so that's pretty cool. You can see all these cool graphics, like, I don't know, is that a mouse? And all this graffiti. It's a really cool design overall, and it's on a P90 skin. Kind of fits. I don't know why, but I feel like it's fitting on a P90 skin itself. We have the SSG Mainframe 001. It looks pretty futuristic in my opinion. It's not a bad skin at all. Maybe if they added more like on the scope or something, I feel like that'd be a little bit more cooler. It would bring it more together. But overall, it's not a bad SSG skin. I would use it, but I don't use the SSG as much, sadly. We have the P2000 Gnarled. It's some sort of monster, I would assume. It's a really cool graphic. I really like the color choices used on this. It's like some bright orangish pink with this blue or something. It's kind of like the Midnight Storm color blue. It's a really nice graphic, but it's on the P2000, so I don't really care too much about this. But if you do use the P2000, it's a great skin for that. We have the Negev Ultralight. It's very plain. Like, it's just blue arrows on like an otherwise very plain Negev skin. It even looks like the default Negev skin with just like minor tones added to it. So who even cares about this? Like, this is just thumbs down. Last but not least, we have the P250 Cassette. It's also a pretty plain skin, but there's some Japanese text I would assume there. I don't know what it says, but it's pretty cool. And these lines, these stripes on the P250 is also pretty cool. So it's pretty decent skin overall, but what do you expect out of a blue skin? You can't expect much. And this pretty much is on par for a consumer grade skin. And that's it for the Fracture collection. The best skins in my opinion are probably the AK-47 Legion of Anubis and the M4A4 Tooth Fairy. Otherwise, all the rest of the skins are pretty meh. And of course, we have the famous Shadow Web knives. These beautiful knives you see here are going to be available in this case, so watch out. All these skeleton knives are going to be unboxed. All these knives are probably going to go down in price because there more and more are going to be opened, and everyone's going to want to open this because people have been waiting for a case, so get ready for that, and I'm excited. I kind of want to get a skeleton knife now because of this. It's very cool. So pretty good thing, cool thing that what CSGO did now. We got a case now finally, and it's kind of been a little bit overdue, but I'm glad we got one now. Like, get ready for all these channels to unbox these cases, and hopefully people get some good skins. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this. I'm a Potato and a Pikachu. PotatoPikachu signing out. Peace.